And welcome. My name is Harry Akinrotimi and I'm excited to be with you today as we discuss and look into the subject of effective negotiations. But before I continue, I'd like to remind you to please hit the subscribe button at the bottom of this video and the notification button as well so that you can constantly get updates each time we upload a new video. And I'm sure that your greatest needs are about to be met. Welcome once again to effective negotiations. Did you know that the difference between your current state and the state of life where you'd like to be could just be a function of the power of effective negotiations? Life itself is all about negotiations. You might be the best in what you do, but you see, you will never be able to guarantee adequate returns from your investments, your life, your career, your business without this skill. And now I'm absolutely aware that you see there are several loads of materials on this subject of negotiation. So much out there, videos, text, and all kinds. Some would bore you, some would help you. But remember that the page, the goal of this page is to deliver to you in bite sizes, practical to use, very applicable and relevant materials that can help you make that significant leap you've always wanted to make in your life, your business and career. So on this session today, I'm going to be keeping it as simple as possible. And that's how we're going to be looking at the subject of effective negotiations today. You see, like a master musician, what you want to be able to do is to be able to create your own rhythm and make the other side of the table dance to it each and every single time. How do you do that? How do we do that? There are two main areas we're going to focus on today that will help us to always get results from negotiations each time we have to make negotiations. Now, the first one is firmness. The first one is firmness, and the second one is flexibility. An effective combination of your firmness and flexibility at your negotiation table, at any negotiation table, will get the other side to dance to your rhythm each and every single time. Now, let's look at firmness. On the subject of firmness, the first thing you want to do is to insist on value. Insist on value. When you're negotiating, when you're on a negotiation table and you need to make a decision, you need to determine whether you will go on with a project or whether you are going to, and what your return would be, whatever it is you are negotiating, whatever outcome you are driving at, the major thing that you must focus on is the value you are bringing to the table. You must understand the value you are adding. You must understand your unique selling point. Everybody can offer the kind of service you are trying to offer, or anybody rather can offer the kind of service you are trying to offer. Anyone can probably try to do what you're trying to do. However, how are you doing it differently? What makes yours different from the others? That's the focus of negotiation. You must remember that when it comes to parting with money or parting with resources or negotiating on that table, the major thing that we are discussing, the primary thing up for discussion is value. What value are you offering? What are you bringing to the table? What's the difference that you're offering? And that's what you're going to focus on. Now you're going to focus on offering that value from the perspective of the other party. Not what is value just to you, but what is value to the other from the perspective of the other party. The moment you know what value is to the other party, you insist on adding that value. You focus on that value. That's what you talk about at the negotiation table. The other party could focus on cost, could focus on how expensive what you're offering is. But if you keep painting a picture of the value that you're going to be offering, on why your service will be different from that of other people, and why your service or the value you're adding can take them from where they are now to where they desire to be as an individual, as a business, or whatever it is that they are doing. You are bound to come out of that negotiation a winner. So number one, on the aspect of firmness, you must be firm and insistent on the value that you are going to add. Never offer anything that is not of value. Your signature will be on that product. Your name will be on that service. You want to protect your reputation. The greatest risk that a business can face, that a life can face, that a family can face, that a community can face, that anybody can face, a nation can face, is a reputational risk. And so you want to protect your reputation by adding value such that they can always come back to you to deliver the service, value such that they can always come back to you even without further negotiations. And the moment you say, this is my price, this is what I want, this is what I will do in exchange, they are willing to flow with you. The second thing you need to insist on is a win-win. Is a win-win. There is a win-lose situation where you come out a winner, the other party comes out a loser. There is a lose-win situation where you come out of the negotiation a loser and the other party comes out the winner, or a lose-lose where either of you lose. You see, none of these other three is good for business or good for life. When you go into a negotiation, like Stephen R. Covey had earlier pointed out in his book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, you must insist on a win-win. You see, the reason for that is if you come out of a negotiation where you have subjected yourself to losing and allowing the other party to win, it sounds good, right? But you see, the problem with that is that you will get dissatisfied along the way, and before you know it, what would have been a win on the part of the other party will turn out to be a lose. If it's the other way around, where you have chosen to win at the expense of the other party could default in their commitments or struggle and have a problem somewhere along the way, and what will have been a win to you will become a lose. Either way, a win-lose situation or a lose-win situation always results in a lose-lose situation. And so you want to focus on a win. You see, the moment you are on that negotiation table, you are focusing on how you will win. But more importantly, you're also focusing on how the other party will come out with a win. That was why we started by saying you must insist on value. You must insist on offering value. However, you must also insist on getting value out of the other party as well. It is this win-win situation that oils the wheel of negotiation and makes the other party see value that you are offering, and makes you see the value that the person is offering. There is mutual respect and we come out win-win in the situation. Now, the other area where we're going to look at today is that you must be flexible. The first one is that you must be firm. That's the part of firmness. However, you must also be flexible. And there's just one thing to say here. And you see, on that negotiation table, you should read the signals. You should read signals. You see, when it comes to negotiation, what you are not saying is much more than what you're saying. When it comes to negotiation, what you are saying is only 7%. What you are not saying is about 55% of what you're saying, of the entire communication chain. What you are not saying is about 55%, and how you're saying it is 38%. What that means is that great communicators, great negotiators don't just focus on what they are saying. They focus on how they are saying it, 38%, and they also focus on what they are not even saying. That's the 55%. And that's how people win with communications and with negotiations. Look at what the other party is not saying. Pay attention to the environment they operate in. Be sensitive to the needs of the environment. Be sensitive to the environment where they operate in. It will give you perspective. And the moment you're able to operate from their own perspective, you will be able to show empathy. And in showing empathy, you will be able to keep one foot in firmness, insisting on the value that you should derive, and another foot in flexibility, where you are reading the signals and you are saying, oh, this is the limit. You're acknowledging your limit and say, oh, I shouldn't go beyond this. Oh, I shouldn't go beyond that. I shouldn't be insensitive in this area. However, in my not being insensitive to the needs of this person, this is how far I can also go so that it can result in a win-win at the end of the day. Now, remember that on the subject of effective communication, you don't have to create a new genre of music. You just need to create your own rhythm and be sure it's such that you can get the other side of the table to dance to. I believe that by combining an insistence on value that you're delivering, a win-win mindset, and creating flexibility around the negotiation, I see your greatest needs being about to be met. Again, I look forward to hearing from you, your comments, your questions, and a suggestion of the topics that you'd like to learn about. And please remember to click on the subscribe button as well as the notification button so that you can always get updates. As well, feel free to also share this video to your contacts, and I believe that your greatest needs are about